really well. Happy Monday, beginning of a new week. Lots of quizzes coming up for you this week. Today we are doing cooking, a really interesting one for everyone that's learning English. We're going from kind of intermediate up to advanced English today. So really, really difficult ones. There's going to be a few easy ones in there for everybody, but this is all about you know checking your English vocabulary, building your English vocabulary, and really boosting your English in all areas of life. And I can see I have one of my followers on already, Ritu. Hello to you, my lovely follower. Hope you're well. Like done. Thank you for liking. And yeah, if you're watching live, join me now in the chat. Make sure to like and give it a hype. Give it everything you can to get this video up and running. Hope everyone is doing well. I'm having a good day so far. Busy day, as always. Every day is a busy day when you're a content creator. But yeah, how are you? If this is your first time watching, make sure and subscribe. We're going to do an English quiz today on cooking. Hello, Karan. Hello to you. Thank you so much for joining in the chat. And I hope you're well. GSV Armento. Nice name. Hello to you. Thanks for joining. You're very welcome to the English quiz live from Dublin. And I'm going to get my graphics up on screen so everyone. Good evening, Karan. Nice to have you here again. Nice to have all my regulars here as usual. But let's see if we can get some more people on today. We're going to have a fun quiz all about cooking. I have my cooking graphics ready. Look at these, huh? Isn't that nice? So we're doing cooking today, not your usual stuff. As usual, I'm going to throw in some crazy vocabulary, some unusual stuff. So get ready for a really good quiz today. So how's everyone doing? Busy day, busy meetings all day today for me. Love it though. So colorful. Yeah, it's nice and colorful. I like it. I could just stand here. Maybe I should sit here in future and have them. Maybe that might be better kind of spacing wise. What do you think? I love to make food for myself. Yes. So, what did I have for my lunch? Do you want to know what I had for my lunch today? I had white bread, butter, Irish butter, of course, because Irish butter is the best. And what else did I have? I had corned beef, okay, slice of corned beef. Then I had some sauerkraut, so that's like pickled cabbage, and it's a really unusual one. It's an Irish one, and it has lime and jalapenos, and it's delicious. And then I had a little bit of sriracha, really good. The Flying Goose sriracha, I think that's the name of the brand. So yeah, I love me some food. I like mixing it up. I like a bit of Irish corned beef, a little bit of Polish sauerkraut, and then Asian sriracha. So I like to mix it up with my food. So that really was the inspiration. I think someone mentioned yesterday, maybe Ritu, it was you, about the cooking. So I thought, yeah, cooking. It's a good way to go, isn't it? Um, oh, Stabworthy's here. Hello, Stabworthy. How are you and Beefy Dog doing? Hope you're well. I see a skateboard and a gorilla. Sriracha is a veggie. Well, sriracha is the sauce. It's just like the chili sauce, my hot sauce. I have to have my hot sauce. And I usually try and incorporate my hot sauce with my Irish food. So if I'm having like mashed potatoes and sausages, there might be a chance for some spicy sriracha there as well. So yeah, we're going to be talking all about food today. So I want to hear all your food interest. You eat something weird like me? Do you have like a weird combination of food? It sounds like you had delicious food today. Yeah, and I had lots of tea, and I have my tea here as always. Yeah, I always have I don't really do breakfast. I do more lunch and dinner, and then maybe some chocolate in the evening. I do like a little bit of chocolate. So yeah, all is well. Glad to have everyone here. And yeah, let's get cracking with the quiz. Dixon Garcia, hello to you. I'm very well. I'm very well. I'm here in Dublin, in Ireland. If this is your first time watching, and we're going to do some English quiz today. Oh, Stabworthy is getting in. So we had a skateboard and a gorilla, and then we have a cigarette and a spider. So, oh, Stabworthy, I hope you're well. If we need to communicate in symbols today, I can do something. I'll try. Good, thank you. I'm glad you're well, Dixon Garcia. We're in for a quiz today. So everyone jumping in, we're just about to start the quiz. And if you can guess what the topic of the quiz is today is food, cooking, kitchen, utensils. So something for everybody in this quiz today. And we'll just get started. And I may have a sip of my tea. Okay. Hold up. I really make a good cup of tea. So, yes, food, food, food. Always want to know exactly what everyone loves for food. Ritu has some cooking emojis in, a frying pan and a knife. Maybe some vocabulary coming up which could relate to these items. Well, will we get started? Let's get started on our quiz. Now, remember, I want everyone jumping into the chat, putting in your answers. There's going to be some very normal stuff, some interesting stuff, but do you know the English? So let's start with something that most of us have in our kitchens, and maybe kitchen is a key word here. What is this? What would you call this item in English? Now, we're coming in easy with this one. Hi, Paul. Thanks so much for joining. Paul is one of our regulars here. Thank you, Paul. Well, make sure and jump into the chat. This might seem easy. You might know what this is in your language. You might go, Jer, I know what this is, but do you know what it is in English? What would I call this? Can I say, Mum, can you pass me, what do I call it? Dixon Garcia is in. Yes, Marisol. Hi, Marisol. Hello to you. Thanks so much for joining. This is your first time joining. Make sure and say hi and let me know where you're watching from. So we have Dixon Garcia in with paper towel. Okay, paper towel. That's really good. And that's more of what the Americans would call it. I would say American would call this a paper towel. What would I call it? And Marisol has the correct answer, what I would say, but I just switched those words around and I call it kitchen paper or kitchen roll. Okay. Hello from New Zealand. Hello. I think this is my first person from New Zealand. So Run It Straight, great name. Welcome. Welcome to the channel. So yes, paper towels, I think Americans might say, or kitchen roll, kitchen paper, kitchen roll from Run It Straight. Yeah, paper roll, paper towel as well. Very good. Priyanka Kumari, hello to you. Thank you so much for joining. So yeah, we have paper towels, kitchen paper, kitchen roll, paper roll, that kind of thing. So it's definitely a kitchen product, isn't it? Paper towel, Smarty Girl. Hi, Smarty Girl. Welcome back. So yeah, very well done, everybody. I'm very impressed. But next up, let's have a look at this. And what vocabulary, I want you to tell me what vocabulary springs to the mind. There's an acronym that I'm thinking of, there's a word, there's a cooking method I'm thinking of. So we're talking about the method of cooking here. So you can talk about these if you want, if you're hungry. Okay, so acronym is in. Rogerine C. Paul, hello to you. Thank you so much for joining. And remember, if this is your first time watching, jump in, let me know where you're watching from. Oh, I see all my answers. All my answers are here in one go. So Run It Straight has BBQ, and this is the acronym for and Ritu has barbecue. Yeah, so BBQ, barbecue. And Marisol is in with the grill. This is perfect. So this is the method. So we could say the method is barbecuing, or we could say the method is grilling. Okay, here. Let's see what else we have. GSV Armento is saying grilled meat. Yes, this is grilled meat, grilled chicken from Sparky Girl. Perfect. Dixon Garcia, barbecue. And Stabworthy is communicating only in emojis today. My correspondent is going back to Egyptian times with hieroglyphs and emojis. So that's for you, Stabworthy and Beefy Dog. So yes, this is a barbecue, BBQ for short. You'll often see BBQ in signage in stores and things like that. Barbecue, there's a few different ways you can spell barbecue as well. I see the American spelling, I think, as well. I think for the English spelling, it's BAORBECUE for the British English. Drascool 5225299. Hello. Hello. You're very welcome to the quiz. Thank you. Let me know where you're watching from. I love to hear from everyone all around the world. We're a very international community here with Learning English Pro. So yeah, is this making you hungry? It's kind of making me hungry, even though I had my sauerkraut. Okay, so next we have a preparation method. Okay, I want to know one particular word for this. Okay, now have a good think. So the meat is in some liquid. You might do this overnight. You might do this 3 hours or 5 hours before you actually cook the meat. So, what is the exact word I'm looking for? Oh, have a look in the chat. We have some very good answers. We have Melodrama Boy in. Very good answer there. Dixon, we're not quite there yet. We're before we get to sauteing. So have a think. Marisol, excellent. Rishu, excellent. Smarty Girl, excellent. Or Dixon Garcia, excellent. And I have another hello. Hello to you. I'm sorry I can't pronounce your name, but hello to you. And thank you so much for saying hello. Let me know where you're watching from. So what's happening here? We are marinating the meat. Okay, we're soaking the meat in a liquid, lots of flavor. So we had marination. Yeah, this is a marination going on. It's marinated. The meat is marinated. And we are marinating overnight. Sometimes we marinate overnight. We marinate for a couple of hours before we cook something. So great stuff. Marry the nation. I think that's illegal to marry more than one person. I hope it. I don't know. Based on your I don't know. Whatever you're into. Okay, so yes, we have to marinate, to soak meat in, or maybe tofu, maybe to soak something in liquid to add flavor. We want to add flavor here. Hi, Ebru. Hello to you, Ebru. Thank you so much for coming back. Really appreciate having you here. My eye is much better. Thank you, dumb guy. It's getting there. I had to film a commercial today for work, so I was a little bit like trying to have the glasses here for the advertisement. It's okay if you can't read my name because it's in Arabic. I know. But let me know if you have a phonetical way for me to say it. I will do my very best to say it. Soak in Nando's sauce overnight. Ooh, I would so yeah. Are you talking about my eye? That would not be good. But yeah, some chicken and some Nando's sauce, nice and spicy. Yum, 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 yum. I hope you guys are going to be really hungry after this. Okay, so what is the process of cooking that's happening here? Okay, so the meat's in the oven, it's a dry heat. What would I say is happening to what is this, turkey? I think it's a chicken or a turkey. So what is the process here of now it's different. We have different ways that we call things. So it would be different for bread and products like that. But when it comes to meat in the oven in dry heat, what is the word we are saying here? So convection. Convection is a lovely way. That could be the way the heat moves around the oven. We could have a convection oven. It's not baking, it's not a microwave, I'm afraid, but it is roasting. Ebrews in with roasting. I never remember this one. That's okay, melodrama boy. That's okay. But convection cooking, I think you're onto something there. Reese is in with roasting. Someone has it, yes, roasting. So this is roast chicken. So when we have it on the table, we would say, oh, nice bit of roast chicken, yum, yum, yum. And at the process, it's called roasting. So we're roasting the meat, okay? Roasting, yes, Marty girl, roasting. Anyone like a roast? I know there's probably lots of vegetarians, watching, so I'm very conscious. There might be a bit of meat today, but I'm just I hope this appeals to everybody. I just ordered my turkey for Thanksgiving, getting ready for roasted turkey. I love your English there, Ebru. Perfect. Getting ready for roasted turkey. Yum, yum, yum. I'm not crazy for roasted turkey, and believe it, like the tradition here in Ireland is to have a roast turkey and ham for your Christmas dinner, but we generally have beef. Sunday roast and some Yorkshire puddings. Yum, yum, yum. Has everyone tried Yorkshire puddings? They are so good. Yeah, here's a roast. You look like an egg. Sorry. Oh, I like it. So a roast can also be a way to kind of playfully criticize somebody. So a dumb guy is roasting me by saying I look like an egg with my baldy head. So no offense taken. No offense. I've been called worse. Roasted chicken. Never forget the gravy. Oh, always an essential part of and I love loads of gravy. I usually have extra gravy. Same here, Jer. I'm just following traditions. My favorite is creamy spinach. I've never tried creamy spinach, although I do like spinach. I'm a mad man. I'm an Irish man for cabbage. I love a cabbage. The other day we had potatoes. We had colcannon, which is like an Irish Halloween dish, which is like mashed potatoes and kale and onion. And we had, um, you know, ham and parsley sauce. Parsley sauce is really good. Burger to Stabworthy. Stabworthy's been silent today. Stabworthy, I might need you to pitch in sometimes. So we just had roast, okay, and now someone did mention the word I'm looking for here. So we had roast for the meat. What is it for cookies and bread and cakes and things like that? What do we call it when these are in the oven getting, heated and prepared? So Melodrama Boy, Ritu, Dumb Guy, Ebrew are all in with baking or baked. Yeah, so the cookies are baked and the process is baking. Yes, baking, baking. So this is what we call it for. This is baking. Yes, Marisol, it's baking. So this is what we call when we do all these type of sweet things, cakes, all that kind of thing. Unless it's an edible, then you're half baked. Yes. And if that was legal all the way all around the world, I would be able to talk about it, but I can't. But I like your reference. Yummy baked cookies. Yes, exactly. The other one was roasting. Yes, so this is baked or baking, and the other one with the meat was roasting. So well done, well done. I love it. I love it. So make sure and jump in. If you see something that you like, jump in. There's going to be lots of food, lots of utensils, lots of stuff. Maryland cookies are the best. They're okay. They're okay. I'm going to say they're very easy to eat very quickly, I will say. Like you have one Maryland cookie and then you just keep eating. But I think I've had better. Why is there paper? That's great. That's cooking paper, so you don't damage the pan. Okay, we're on to utensils. I'm going to do a few utensils, a few more bits of food. What is this? What is this utensil? If you know, jump into the chat and let me know. Making sure you have your spelling correct. This is a little bit of a tricky one for spelling. Well, no, it's not really. Butter paper. Yeah, we would say grease-proof paper. That's what we say, or baking paper. So lots of correct answers from Ebru, Melodrama Boy, Rishu, Sarah. Hi, Sarah. Marisol. So I would say just a whisk. I have a few people in whisker, okay, but this is just a whisk, okay, and there's a very important reason we don't say whisker for this, okay. So a whisker is is usually when a cat has those long hairs, they're whiskers, okay. Now we could say that someone who is doing it, if that's their job, is a whisker, but or the electrical thing, but generally this is just a whisk. A cat mustache, exactly. Meow. Yeah, so it's not a whisker, it's just a whisk. Okay, this utensil is just called a whisk. And we have the same word for the verb whisking. I will whisk the eggs. I will whisk the thing. Okay, a whisker is the thing from the cat. Go crazy now. Hello to you. Thank you so much for joining. Make sure and jump in and participate in the quiz if you want, and let me know where you're watching from. I'm going to have a quick sip of my tea, and we are back to it. Okay, so we had a utensil. Let's go back to food for a sec and have this. So this is a piece of chicken meat. So what do we call this bit of this serving? So, you might have the breast of chicken, you might have a wing, but what is this part of the chicken called? KFC. Oh, I like that. Okay, fried chicken leg. Yes, it is a chicken leg, but we do have a specific thing that we call this cut of meat, this piece on the bone. Will anyone know? I'm sure Stabworthy will know if he's still with us. So let's see what the answers are. Oh, Ebru is in with the correct answer. So we had KFC. Yeah, I don't really like KFC. I've only had it once or twice and I didn't really like it. A fried chicken leg. Yes, it is. That's what it is. But we do have a word for it. Deep fried. It's deep fried. Yeah. A leg piece. Yeah. Fried leg. But the word I was really looking for was a drumstick. A drumstick. And Rita's and Sai, hi Sai, is in with drumstick as well. This is a drumstick. We could say a piece of chicken leg, a piece of fry, but we do have one particular word, drumstick, for this piece. I ain't seen no drum. I know it's no drum, but it's a drumstick. That's what we call it. Okay, let's move on. and have this. So I'm looking for the name of this utensil. Now, this I think this is an easy one, but I'm going to wait and see. So, Smarty Girl, yes, a drumstick with the correct emoji, perfect. And Stabworthy is in with a drum. Stabworthy is communicating with symbols today. Okay, so I have two really great answers in. Melodrama Boy, Ebru, perfect. Sai, Rishu, and Karan Kumar. Yes, perfect. You're all in. So a can opener or a tin opener. Now, what is the difference? Okay, it's not a plier, I'm afraid. Thanks for jumping in inspirational stories. Do people say tin anymore? So a can opener would be a little bit more American English, and we would say a tin opener maybe more in British English and in Ireland. We would definitely say a tin opener, more so a can opener in American English, but you can use either, there's no problem. Can opener, yes, Jenny. Hi, Jenny. Hi, Crunel. Thanks so much. Everyone's here. Great to have lots of people in today. Sounds like a word from Hackney. A can opener, mate. Yeah, it does. A tin opener, mate. Carmine, I'm seeing some German. Bei und hast das Gessen dossen offener. I'm afraid I don't speak German. I think I can. I think I pronounced that pretty well, though. Hey, where are you from? I'm from Dublin in Ireland, the great country of Ireland, everyone's favorite country. I think. I hope. Yeah. So my name is Jer, and this is Learning English Pro, and we do quizzes, and it's always great fun. Offner is opener, I think. Oh, I see. I see. I see. So, okay, good to know. So, yes, a tin opener or can opener. Guys, do like and subscribe. Thank you, Smarty Girl. Thank you. I have such dedicated followers. Das is a can in German. Das ein Offner. Oh, I like that. Wow, our church is in Dublin. Oh, very good. Nice to have another Dubliner here. Okay, so what is this? Okay, another utensil that we use in cooking. So is it an easy one? Is the spelling a little bit tricky, maybe? Jump into the chat and let me know, and I will have a look and see if you are correct. Um, okay, so lots of answers. Yes, to you, support and love from India. Thank you so much, Go Crazy Now. Great to have another Indian follower. Lots of people viewing from India. So glad to have everyone here. So what is this? Okay, so I'm having a few different answers, which I will accept. Krunal, Rishu, Marisol, Melodrama Boy is in with a sieve. I think I got everyone there. We also have a strainer, which I'll accept as well. Melodrama Boy Strainer, Sai is Emmett Strainer, Smarty Girl, Inspiration Stories, excellent. Strainer, yes. Tea strainer, it could be, if it was a bit small, a small one, we could say it's a tea strainer. Dice ist ein Sleeve. Oh, Carmine, I love in the German. Germans combine and write all words together that they write, oh, I lived in Frankfurt for some time. Good to know you, Brew. You've been around the world. A coffee strainer, we want to have the or in there. They use these in India for tea, yeah. Tea strainer. Today there was a bomb blast at Red Fort in Delhi. Oh, I'm so sorry. I hope there was no injuries. Katak family, NR7QW, hello to you. Hello. And Jenny's in with a strainer. Yeah, so I would go sieve. A big one would be a sieve. You know, you would do the flour, maybe. And then a small one, this looks like a small one, doesn't it? Would be a tea strainer. How's the weather in Ireland? Not comedic. It is not too bad today. It's due to rain a lot. I think this week is going to be a lot of rain. It's definitely getting colder, but it's November, so yeah, the weather is a bit of sunshine today, but it's has that little bite to it, the cold. So, okay, let's move on. Now, this is an essential thing in my house. Okay, we use this probably more than any other thing in the house. As you can see, I'm always drinking tea. So, what is this called? Okay, what is it called? I'm going to have a little look at what people are saying. 9 people lost their lives. Oh, I'm so sorry. That's absolutely terrible. I hope. Oh, that's awful. I'm so sorry to hear that. I hate winter from Ritu. I don't mind. I don't mind winter. Have you heard of Christ Centre Church in Dublin? No, I haven't. I haven't. I know there's lots of different churches in Dublin. So, Melodrama Boy, Ebru, Crunel, Marisol, Sai, Karan, Ebrew are all in with kettle. Bilal Khan, I hope I'm saying your name. Bilal Khan, hello to you. You speak with great civility and respect. Thank you. So I do try. I do try, and I expect that back from my viewers. Do you cheat in real life? Not anymore. No, not anymore. I only work really do. I have my own company, and I do this. Never use this in a hotel. No, it's an electric kettle. Yes, smarty girl. Yes, so we have kettle, a tea kettle, an electric kettle, or just a kettle. Quite common. Thank you, go crazy now. So quite common in kind of northern European households. Well, I know when I lived in Italy, not so common. One of my friends is quite terrified. One of my Italian friends is quite terrified of the kettle. I know in America, a kettle is used more on the stove. Maybe not so much. It's common, but in hotels, I think it's quite common that you have little kettles. Keep it up, thank you. Sam, that I think you're UX, isn't it? It's hard to remember everyone's names when they're changing. Hello, UX. This makes unnecessary noise. I know, but it makes delicious tea. What do you think about Indians? I love Indians. Absolutely. I have so many Indian followers. One of my best friends is an Indian guy who lives in Ireland now. Love Indian food. Crazy about India. Yes, it's not common here. Yeah, I don't think kettles are common really kind of outside Northern Europe. Yeah, metal kettle on a stove. Yeah, exactly. And it usually makes the whistle sound, doesn't it? So yeah, yes, UX. Thank you. It's getting harder to remember everyone's names when they're different. Okay, so we're going to have a look at a piece of meat, okay? And I want you to, well, how would you describe, and I'm looking at the fat here, the grizzle. If you were to describe this meat based on its fat content, how much fat is in the meat, what adjective would you use? Okay, Carmine, you're giving me loads of German. In der Italien müssen das man oder I'm really sorry, I don't speak German. I would love to speak it. Thanks a lot. Oh, you're very welcome, go crazy. Indians should not be out looking for validation. Well, no problem. No problem. So, rib steak, a tea steak, marbling, crunel. That's very fancy English. A steak, yeah. So, this is a steak. Yes, and Crunels is in with okay, Crunels in with really lots of beautiful stuff. Okay, so what I was looking for, not comedic, has said fatty. This is a fatty steak. It has lots of pieces of fat all through it. Crunel is in with beautiful English marbling. So the way this goes through the meat is called the marbling. Now, beef that's really famous, if I have any Japanese people on, if you've seen Wagyu beef, that is full of fat and it's marbled, it's all the way through it. It's not lean. No, this is not lean, it's fatty. I would translate, but not seeing the point, to be honest. That's okay. Not sure what the fat is called. So, grizzle or just fat. We would just call it fat. You would cut it out. But this would be a fatty steak. Okay. Could be called a chop as well. Um, I'm tish steak da. Thank you, Carmen. So that's what I'm really looking for. Wagyu. I'm not sure. Sounds good right now. Wagyu is the art of marbling. There we go. Do you know a person from Austria? Oh, okay. Um, no, okay. Plus side steak. It's a nice big one. I think we have two steaks here, don't we? But we'll get back onto the kind of the fat, talking about fat in meat a little bit later. Okay, so at a restaurant, or maybe if you're fancy and you have this in your house, what is this setup called for food delivery, for food exhibition or showing or being able to pass it on? What's this called? Okay, so Sai, Melodrama Boy, Kunal, Karan Kumar, UX, Hebrew. We could maybe call it, yeah, it could be a salad bar as well. But the word I'm looking for is a buffet. Melodrama Boy, Seher Sabul, hello to you, welcome back. This is a buffet. You are all correct. Well done. Lots of things in one place, yeah. But it could also be a salad bar. It could be, depending if it was smaller and just filled with salad, little like you have in the supermarket, that would be a salad. This I would just go with buffet. Ein Essenssacengob. Love that. Common in a party, yeah. Common in like a hotel, casino. My big dream is to go to like an American casino and have an all you can eat buffet. I love buffets. I really, really love buffets. Math food all around, quality over quantity, quantity over. Yes, but a good one, a good buffet is amazing. I was at the Mongolian barbecue last week in Dublin, and that was like a buffet setup. You selected your meat, your sauces, and then they cooked it for you. It was really good. All you can eat. Yes, a buffet is generally all you can eat. Seafood buffet with lobster. Oh, I'd love that. You might try Indian masala tea sometime if possible. Yeah, definitely. We have lots of Indian stores here in Dublin, so I'll give anything a go. I generally only really like Irish tea though, which is Indian tea, but with milk and sugar. So, but yeah, I'm all for trying anything. So we're down to another utensil. So this is not a spoon. It is a type of spoon, but we have a very particular word for this. It has a deep cup in it. So used for soup. What is this? Oh, I see lots of answers already. How much do you get paid from YouTube? Wouldn't you like to know? Not very much. Not very much. Um, Let's have a look. Okay, so Anorak, hi Anorak, how are you? That's not correct, I'm afraid, but if you have a look, melodrama, Cornell, and just check your spelling. Most of you have it spelled right. Rishu, Marisol, Ebru, and UX. It is a ladle, a ladle, rather, a ladle. Um, das ist ein Schnupfkel. I'm just going to try and pronounce the German. I'm just going to try and pronounce it. Carmine, the only German I know, I did German for like 3 months in school, and the only German I know is Ich mochte einen Bierkuch and Ich mochte einen Sticker and Ich heiße Gerhard. So there you go, Carmine. I hope I get a thumbs up for you from that. There's an German invasion here. Quick typing makes for quick mistake. Yes, exactly, Melodrama. Don't worry about mistakes. Just jump in. What's the ladle? A ladle. This is a ladle. A deep spoon. A spoon like for soup or gravy or anything like that. Can we speak English here? It's an English class. Ich bin Schnappi, das klein Krokodil. Oh, I like it. Man, this is not Poland. Ah, well, it's nice to entertain everybody. I've had lots of Indians on here trying to get me saying Indian stuff. So, okay, next we have a duo. Okay, this and this. This is a common, you're commonly said together. What are these? And do you know which one is which? Let me know. So, oh, very good. You're very close, Ritu. Oh, it's gone. So Krunel is in Hebrew. Just check you're right there with pestle spelling. Oh, that's okay. That's okay. I get the meaning. Ritu is in. Yeah, perfect. So this is a mortar and pestle, okay, or a pestle and mortar. Commonly, we just refer to them together. So this is the pestle, and this is the mortar. Okay. Mortar is just like another word we would have for stone. A hard one. Yeah, this is like a stone one. You can get all different types, metal ones, wooden ones. This is a stone mortar and pestle. Armies have mortar. Yeah, mortar is another word for like a bomb, a mortar bomb. Das ist ein Morser und ein Morserskuschel. I love it. Pestle, it's spelled pestle, Pestle. Perfect, Melodrama Boy, perfect. Make some guacamole. I make really good guacamole. My mother loves my guacamole. I don't speak much English. Can you teach me? That's what I'm doing. I'm here. And check out my videos. You can join my student membership if you want as well. And I have loads of guides on my YouTube store. So you should definitely check that out. The full, complete learning experience. And I have a podcast. You should check out my podcast, the Business English Podcast. 10 episodes, interviews, and money. So, what is this one? What is this one? We have a word in this one. Hindi to English. Oh, if I knew Hindi, I could teach you. But I can't. I can only speak English. Okay. A wine opener, yes, but we do have a particular word for this. This one piece. A wine opener. A screw opener, a corkscrew. Yeah, a corkscrew is the correct term. And a lot of you are spelling it in two words. It is just one word, a corkscrew. Corkscrew. Cork is in Ireland. Yeah, we have a city, a county in Ireland called Cork. And the wood cork is also a type of wood. That's the cork that goes in the top of the bottle. That's what we call it, the cork. And it's also made of the wood called cork. So it's corkscrew, takes out the cork, and the cork is made of cork. A difficult one. Das ist ein Korkenscheißer. Very quirky word. Yeah, corkscrew. Yeah, it's kind of a quirky looking thing, though, isn't it? It's a difficult one. It is a difficult one, UX. Okay, let's keep going. Let's keep going. Loving this. You guys are doing really well. So, what is this? This is for a particular Italian dish. What do we call this? Ooh, itchy nose. In English speaking, we say if you have an itchy nose, you're going to have a fight with someone. That's the superstition. A pizza cutter, yes, a pizza slicer, perfect. Yes, Crunel, melodrama boy, Rishu, Sai, not comedic. UX, a pizza cutter, yeah, Karan Kumar, a slicer, yes, perfect. You guys got that really well. That was excellent. Well done. So yeah, a pizza slicer, a pizza cutter, a cutter, or just a slicer. Pass me the slicer. A unicycle. It does look a little bit like a unicycle. Okay, if you have one, you know the power. What is this called? What is this innovation called? It's around maybe 5, 6 years. Everyone loves one. Do you have one? What do you cook in it? What can't you cook in it? You can cook everything in it, I think. So yeah, lots of pizza cart. Oh, I like that, Carmine. So we have Cornell, Melodrama Boy, Reshoot, Ebrew, Not Comedic, Melodrama Boy, and again, Go Crazy, UX. Yes, so the answer is an air fryer. We wouldn't really call it on its own a fryer. We'd call it an air fryer. We'd specify. A fryer could be with oil, so this is an air fryer, definitely. Why am I typing this like a game show for money? Because it's fun. That's what I want. Thank you for saying that. Yeah, so you want to be first as well. So air fryer is correct answer, and you were all very, very quick with that. So well done. An air fryer. Do you have one? We have one. I've had a few of them over the years. My mother has a nice new one. A lot of fun. I'm glad, Ritu. I'm glad. I'm very glad. So yeah, that's it. Thermomix. So in German, it's a Thermomix. There we go. Ninja air fryer. The ninjas are good. We sell them in Lidl or Aldi here. You always get the ninja stuff, I think, there. Okay, so next I want to have a look at the shape of these. Okay, these are in cubes. So when we prepare vegetables or meat that are in cubes, what do we call the preparation? And how would I say these potatoes have been, what's the word? What's the word? Potato wedges. Yum, yum, yum. Okay. I just have a built-in oven. Yeah, I think, I mean, there's lots of times when we think, should we use the air fryer or should we just use the oven? Sometimes the food cooks better in the oven, I will say. Carbohydrates, my favorite food type. Well done. So the word I'm looking for, Cornell and Melodrama Boy were in, was diced. Okay. When you have food cut into cubes like this, so this could be potatoes, could be, carrots or small bits of hard veg, diced, or we are dicing. To do this, I am dicing the potatoes. Okay. Slicing as well, we could say, but slice is, think a slice of ham, a slice of cheese. Here we are cutting them into cubes, specifically cube shaped. So we would say we are dicing the potatoes, or the potatoes have been diced. When I see a plate, I just think in my life, I love potato. I'm Irish. I have to, like, it's in my DNA. Das ist klein Wolferchen. Good evening, dear sir. Enrico Gavshin, hello to you. You're very welcome. Let me know where you're watching from. I'm glad to have you here. So let's keep going with our quiz. This is so much fun. Loving this quiz. Okay, so earlier we had fatty meat. You remember the steak, the nice two pieces of steak, and we had there was lots of fat marbled all the way through. Okay, we had lots of beautiful words, marbling. But what is this? There's no fat in this meat. Oh, excellent. What about French fries cutting so we can call the process slicing? Yeah, you'd be more slicing French fries, I think. Yeah, definitely. Beer with French fries. I'll have to take your word for that. So, Crunel, melodrama, Ebrew, lean and very mean. I like that. So, this is lean meat. When there's no fat or very, very little fat on meat, we call the meat lean meat. Okay, the meat is lean. We would say, oh, there's no fat on that meat. It's very lean. Okay, and if we say it's a lean, mean fight machine. Okay, let's keep going. So, an easier one for you. What would I call this? Every Irish child lives in fear. Well, in the 80s, we did of this this utensil. Um, I hope someone got the reference. Okay, so yes, it is a spoon, yes, and it is a wooden utensil, and simply it is a wooden spoon used in baking. Can be quite useful as its own thing, can't it? A wooden spoon, yes, very easy, yes, but very well done. Crunel, Melodrama Boy, Ebrew, Rishi, you said spoon, it is a type of spoon. Marisol, Ebrew, they beat you at this, yes. Yes, as a child in the 80s in Dublin and Ireland, you would be in fear of the wooden spoon. Um, Big time. Big time. So, yes, this is just simply a wooden spoon. So, we refer to its material when we say this. And it's useful. If you put a wooden spoon into a boiling pot, it won't spill over, as far as I know. So, another wooden utensil. What is this one called? What do I call this? Das ist ein super Löffel bis in Hauswürfel. Thank you, Carmine. Um, Great. Cornell is, you guys, I have to, when Cornell is in the house, Cornell is difficult to beat for the speed. Okay, so Cornell, Melodrama Boy, Ebrew, very good. Marisol, UX in as well. Thank you guys for the hearts. I do see them. Thank you so much. Or should I be doing this now? This is what we do now, isn't it, for the hearts? Heart, heart, heart. Okay, so we have chopping board, a wooden chopping board, a cutting board as well. We could definitely use a chopping board and chopping board. Well done, everybody. Perfect and very, very fast. What's the spoon for honey called? Oh, I think it might be a dowel. Um, I have to check. I have to check. Okay, all I'm seeing is honey dipper. That's all I'm seeing on my Google. Um, a honey dipper. So I'll just type it into the chat. Das ein Schneidenbrett. Yes, a paddle. So for a honey, it's a honey dipper. There we go. Cutting board from Sai. Yes. A paddle. Not so much. I know exactly what you mean, Eric Shogav Shin. But a honey wand. I like that, Riju. That's Olive Hosbright. Fabulous. Absolutely fab. Okay, let's move on. This is a difficult one. I'm not sure if anyone's going to know this one. So this is used with apples. So what is the term I am looking here? This is used to remove the middle of an apple. What is the word? It's not a peeler. We will have peeler in a while. So put that one in your back pocket. Is there a difference between meat and flesh? Flesh is a lot more visceral, if you know what I mean. Like flesh is a lot more. We wouldn't say we're eating flesh. That's kind of sounds like you're a monster. Flesh is kind of the surface and beneath. So we wouldn't really meat. You eat meat, but you don't eat flesh, even if it is flesh. Expeditiously. Oh, beautiful. Oh, Ebrew is in with the answer. I didn't expect really anyone to get it, so well done. What is this? It takes out the middle of the apple. Cornell is in as well. It's an apple corer, a corer. used for removing the core. Yes, an apple corer. Corer. It sounds very funny. I hope you're all trying to say it back at home. A corer. It's a little bit hard for if you have trouble with the ors. I used to hang out with Italians and they couldn't say hairdressers. They'd be like, her dresser. So an apple corer. That's an apple kerner. Oh, very good. I sense ChatGPT out there. That's okay. That's okay. No, yeah. Everyone, there's no rules. Okay, so let's move on to this utensil. What is this one? Used specifically for ice cream, maybe for some similar kind of material, maybe like a mousse or something. But what is this utensil called? My mom used to remove inside zucchini. Oh, that's a great idea, Ebru. That's a really good idea. Okay, so we have Crunel, Melodrama Boy, Rishu, Crunel, Sai in with scoop or scooper. Yeah, I'll accept either an ice cream scoop or a scooper. We can use the word scooper as well. Perfect. Obviously, I like a little bit of ice cream, not too much, but when I'm in Italy, I do like my gelato. I have to say, I do like my little bit of gelato. Ik klein gem Googles. Hi. Hi, bro. Hi, Manoj PM. Hello to you. Thank you so much for joining from India. Nice to have you here. Proper scoops. Yeah, good proper scoop. Always the best. Okay, let's see what next. What's next? So, what would I call this? Hmm. So we know it's rice something. Is it a rice oven? A rice steamer? A rice cooker? A rice roaster? What's the correct terminology? I can't believe there's so many correct answers already. Melodrama boy, Rishu, Cornell, not comedic, and Hebrew, a rice cooker. Yes, perfect. I have nothing else to say. Let's move on. Yes, Stabworthy. Oh, Stabworthy's still here. Stabworthy, where are you? A rice cooker, perfect. Ein ist gut oder. I love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. Okay, what is this? Okay, now which one is it? Is it TH or on its own? What is the correct spelling? Okay, so the correct spelling, yeah, yeah. So if you get the spelling wrong, it might be something else. It might mean something else. So, okay, so we have these are tongues, tongs, tongues. It's okay. Autocorrect, exactly. Tongues. In English, tongues. Tongs. If you put the H in, it's knickers, it's underwear. Thonongs is underwear, like sexy knickers. So this is a tongue, no H, a tongue. Tongues, plural, like scissors, plural. Well done. Okay, what is the verb here? What is the verb that I'm looking for? What's the action that's taking it? Have I ever tried momos? I don't think so. I don't think so. So, what is the verb I'm looking for here? Yep. Yes, perfect. So, Krunel, Melodrama Boy, Anorak, not comedic, Marisol, Karan Kumar, yes. Mamos are Indian dumplings. Maybe I'll have to check with my friend if I had them. Maybe I might have had them. So yes, this is a pouring. We're pouring the oil, as Karan Kumar said, Nepalese. Okay. Olive oil. Yes, this could be olive oil. It's definitely a type of oil, isn't it? But yes, simple enough. A verb is it's. I will pour the oil. They're pouring the oil. The oil is being poured. So if you're a beef eater or a steak eater, I know some of you won't be. What if I was ordering my steak and I wanted it like this? What would I say? Now, this is open to interpretation. I will have another one. Do I have it there? Let me see. So I have this one as well. So let's have a look. So this is number one, and this is number two. So what is number one? Number one, and then number two. So have a look, and just I won't look at what was answered, and let's see what you say. So what is number one? This is number one. What would you say for this one? Because we're going to compare. Okay, so medium to well done. So I'm just taking from now what you say. So you're saying medium to well done. Okay, that's from Cornell. You're saying one is rare. Ebru is saying this one is rare, and the second one is medium rare. Okay, I would agree. You're not comedic is saying this one is rare. Mohammed Hosseini, hello, welcome back. So Karan Kumar is saying rare. Krunal, you don't eat steak. Yeah, I know a lot of people won't be eating beef, but I'm just checking. Okay, so I would say this is rare, very rare, really, very rare. And then lots of you earlier said medium rare for this one. I would say medium. I would just say medium. It's not too bad. I would be able probably to eat this. This is kind of maybe a little bit medium rare. Yeah. Yeah, maybe if it was cooked a little bit more, actually. As I said, it's open to interpretation. You know, what some people might think is medium rare, they might be think is medium. It all kind of is what's normal to you. So yeah, I think I have a well done one as well somewhere, but we'll come back to that. So well done, everybody. It is open. The first one was definitely rare. If it's very rare, we call it blue. But that one was rare. This one, medium rare. Medium rare. Okay, what is this? So we had someone guess this earlier for the apple corer. So take that out of your back pocket. I told you to put it in your back pocket and whip it out now and pop it into the chat. So Krunal is in as always. Ebru, Marisol, very good. Rishu, oh, I love that Rishu. That's a really, really nice way of saying it. That's how we would say it, really. So an apple peel, yeah, it could be used for apples, definitely. And it comes in lots of different forms. There's one that's kind of shaped like your thumb. Then there's this one which you can use to drag. So this is a peeler. Risha said a veggie peeler, which is how I would say it. Do you have the veggie peeler? Or it could be an apple peeler or potato peeler as well from Dixon Garcia. Yeah, exactly. So it's a peeler. We peel vegetables. We peel fruit like an apple or like a potato, another vegetable. It's a peeler. So yeah, thank you very much. Thanks for the hearts. So let's move on. So let's have a look. These are onions. So how would you describe these onions? These are cooked onions. What words would we use to describe these onions that they have been cooked? They're brown. They might be a little bit crispy, maybe. They're definitely sweeter and they've been cooked very well. So, oh, that's fabulous. I see. It could be a potato peeler as well. Yes, definitely. Definitely a potato peeler. So, I do see some lovely answers, what I was kind of looking for, but I'll just give everyone a second and just see, because there is a few kind of variations on what we could say on these. Okay. Okay. Ooh, American style. You get definitely get these in Ireland as well. Okay, so lots of people in with caramelized onions. Beautiful, beautiful. I wouldn't really say grilled. They could have been grilled maybe, but really what I'm looking for is how they look and how they're kind of presented. So these are caramelized onions. That's beautiful. Well done, everybody. A barista. I'm not sure what you mean there with barista. But these are caramelized. We could say browned, maybe browned onions, fried onions, maybe as well golden onions, golden brown. We'd always kind of see to say kind of brown or caramelized onions. So yeah, or fried onions. We could say fried onions. Delicious. Caramelized onions. Yes, very good, Dixon. No, I meant caramelized should be American and caramelized should be British. Oh yes, I try not to that. I try not to too much to go into that sometimes with the Z and the S. But you're dead right, Ebru. Exactly. But I'll accept either. I'll accept either. So we did have this one before in an earlier quiz. What would we call this? Now, we did have strainer earlier, so you're not allowed to use the word strainer. I would call this something quite particular. Ears get sweaty with these, so I just get itchy. Cornell, thank you. In Italian, it's called Cipolla carameletta. Oh, fantastico. Barista is used to make chicken korma Indian dish. Oh, there we go. So we did have sieve earlier. So this is not a sieve, but I know what you mean. It functions like a sieve, doesn't it? So we have a colander, and that's really what I would call it. Well done, Marisol. Colander. Yeah, I would call this a colander. Could be used as a pasta strainer, definitely a strainer. Colander, yeah, I would stick with colander. That's definitely the really precise one. Pasta strainer, definitely. We could definitely call it a pasta strainer as well. Okay, let's move on to our next one. Next up, we have a very vital thing. So, what would I call this in English? A colander, yes, from Psy. A filter, it's a type of filter, but no, not really. Okay, so we have Psy in. Just check your spelling, Karan. Yeah. Not comedic. Yeah. Krunel. Yeah. Rishu. Yeah. Marisol. Yes. So in British English or in Irish English in Ireland, we would call this a measuring jug. A jug. Psy was in with that, and Krunel. In American English, it would be called a measuring cup, more so, more likely to that. We would say a measuring jug. In America, they would say a measuring cup. Okay, to me, it's a measuring jug. It's the shape of a mug. So, what is this part? What is this part of? It's not the oven. What is the top part called? The American English will be different from the British English. So have a look and see. So Sai is in, that's the American English. Cornell is in with the American English. Sai is in with the British English. And Marisol is in with the. So we have stove, which is the American English. Stove, Stove. Sai was in with that. Cornell, Marisol, Dixon Garcia. And Ibra was giving us cooker, which was what we would call it in the UK or in Ireland, or we would call it the hob. These are all hobs, okay, individually. Hob. This is all called the stove in American English. And then in British English or in Ireland, we would call this the cooker, okay? Where are you from? I'm from Dublin in Ireland. Thank you for asking. Kasun Prasid B1Y. Thank you so much for asking. Okay, let's move on. What is this item called? So, used for icing, for maybe cream sometimes. What is it called? Oh, it's tea time. I keep forgetting about my tea. What part do we call the hob? So, just jumping back, these individual things are hobs. One, two, three, four, five. They're hobs. A decoration cone. Yeah, this part here might be called a decoration cone because these can be different. These can come on and off. But generally, what is it called? Cornell is in. Okay, so we're going with piping bag. Piping. So when you're doing this, you are piping. That's the verb. Okay, you're piping. And this is a piping bag. A pastry bag, maybe pastry, but I would definitely go piping bag. We do it with kind of buttercream, with icing sugar, all that kind of stuff. I can speak English, but need to become fluent. Well, you've found the right place, Kasum. Stabworthy's in. Stabworthy's still here. Hi, Stabworthy. With muffins, cupcakes, even. An icing nozzle. Yes, this would be a nozzle, and this would be an icing bag, piping bag for a decorative cake, Karan Kumar. Yes, for a decorative cake. Definitely lots of decoration involved in that. Okay, so what is this called? So I am putting some ingredients in this in the morning. I'm going out to work and I'm coming back. And what is this? Oh, yes, it's a pressure cooker. Perfect. Yeah, Cornell. Karan Kumar. Ebru is in with pressure cooker, and you can see the little nozzle on the top and the steam, a pressure cooker. Some people might call it a slow cooker, maybe. It might look like a slow cooker. I'm not leaving a pressure cooker unattended. Yeah, they can be quite dangerous. Actually, don't. Yeah, sorry. I'm teaching English. I'm not teaching cooking. Don't leave a pressure cooker unattended. I'm thinking of a slow cooker. This is a pressure cooker. Yeah, sorry. Stay with your pressure cooker. They could explode. Okay, well done, everybody. Okay, so just a type of dish. Now we will be doing some more dishes later in the week. I just wanted to see if you knew the name of this one. So I've given you the animal, and I've given you the dish itself. So what is this called? Have you ever tried it? Do you like it? It's kind of delicious. I'm not gonna lie. I do like seafood. So shrimp, it's not a shrimp, that's a squid. A prawn. I do love prawns, but this is definitely a squid. So this dish is called, and Cornell was in with the correct one. Squid is the animal, yes, Ebru, and Ebru is in as well. I love seafood. I love seafood. I love shellfish and squid and octopus. Fried calamari, yeah, and Ebru is in as well. Calamari, I'm probably sure that's Italian or French or something. But yeah, calamari, a beautiful, lovely dish. Very a bit tricky to get right. I think if you can overcook it or undercook it quite easily, but it is very delicious. So it's the rings of squid and fried. Delicious. Tentacles. These would be the tentacles, these little. An octopus. Close to an octopus, but it's a squid. Calamari is Italian. Thank you, Sai. If I need anything answered, I know you guys will always answer it for me. Okay. What is this utensil called? What is this utensil called? Jump into the chat and let me know what you think it's called. Octopus from Spider-Man. Octo Octavian, I think his name was. Dr. Octopus. So lots of people jumping in with the correct answer. Cornell always goes a little bit further and gives you a little bit more. So we have Cornell, Sai, Marisol, Ebru in with grater. Cornell has come back with a cheese grater. Yes, I love grated cheese. I really love grated cheese. I just don't know what it is. I just love the consistency. I don't know what it is. Stabworthy is in with the cheese. Mohammed Hosseini, a grater. Yes, a cheese grater for Karan Kumar. Perfect. Yeah, and but also use. I mean, I in my house we would grate carrots with this as well, so we can use it for a couple of different things, can't we? What would you use it for anything else? So, what is this handy thing called? Americans will call it one thing. British and Irish people will call it something else. So, Credell is in with the American version. Do you know what we would call it in Ireland with British English? Hmm. So Cornell is in with yes. What? Okay, so we have the American in, which is an oven mitt. An oven mitt. What would we call it in British English? Anyone have any idea? What would you call this in British English? So we have the American in with oven mitt. What is the British English for this item? And remember, we're doing lots of vocabulary today. So jump in and join the chat. So oven gloves, yes. Sai, you're in with open gloves. I'm sure that's just a spelling issue there. Sai is in with oven gloves, and so is Ebru. Yes, in British English and in Ireland, we would call this an oven glove. Oven gloves in British, I'm guessing. Yes, perfect, Marisol. Perfect. Well done. So, what's this called? Jump into the chat and let me know. That's what we're doing. Cornell, you're too good. Cornell, you're going to get challenged one of these days. Something really difficult. One of my favorite Tina Turner songs. Rolling out a river. Cornell is in Rolling Pin. Rishi, Rolling Pin. Karen Kumar, Rolling Pin. Ebru, Rolling Pin. Marisol, yes. Sihar Sabil, yes, Rolling Pin. Of course. In India, we call it Balan. Oh, well, there we go. There we go. Rolling down the river. Rolling on a river. A rolling pin. Yes, perfect. Next, what's this called? Proud Mary, excellent song. Tina Turner for life. My favorite song in all of existence is Nutbush City Limits by Ike and Tina Turner. We know what happened with Ike, but Ike and Tina Turner, that version. When I get buried, I want that song playing. That's my favorite song. And Tina Turner wrote it herself. It's about her hometown of Nutbush. Amazing. She is legend. Big wheels keep on turning. Okay, Rolling in the Deep. Oh, by Adele. That's another good one. Yeah, lots of really good songs with Rolling. Cornell, Rishu, Karan, Sai, Marisol, Ebru, Sahir Sabil. Funnel. Yes, a funnel. And we use this in lots of different ways other than cooking. We can use it. The first thing that comes to mind is, gasoline or petrol we use it for, or, chemicals, lots and lots of uses for a funnel. The wheels in the bus go round and round. Yes. Is that what you want me to sing? That's a bit basic. I can sing a bit of Tina Turner now. Shaming is the best. This is used as filter icon in computers. There we go. Yeah. So the vocabulary from cooking can be used in lots of different ways. Okay, what is this electrical item? I call you, I need you, my heart's on fire. All right, is that Tina Turner in my head now? So I would go with blender. We could say like a food mixer like Granada's in, but I would go more blender. So Cy, Dixon, Marisol, Ebru, and Rishu are in with blender. I would go more so blender. It could be called a food processor. Food processor tends to be a bit bigger of a unit that you feed things in. I would go more blender for this one. A mixer or a grinder, maybe. Rahul, Jake, hello to you. Thanks for joining us again. So I would go more, some people will call it different things from household to household, but I would go definitely a blender for this one. A stand mixer, perhaps, if you're going into a store and you say to them, I want a blender, you're definitely going to be shown this. Okay. If you say a stand mixer or a food mixer, you could be shown a few other things. Okay, but this is definitely a blender. What do we call this? A mixer, a grinder. A grinder is more like the mortar and pestle, I would say. We had mortar and pestle earlier. A grinder is more of a tool that we use by hand. Is blender and mixer the same? Yes, that was more of a blender. A food mixer can be a little bit bigger. It also might be that one with the big whisk. That's a mixer. Okay, so what are we calling this? We have them on the table. This one is made with material fabric. Sometimes they're made with tissue. And when they're served on the table, you usually have your knife, your fork, and a tissue. What would we call it? A kitchen cloth? No, not really. It's a napkin. Sai was in with napkin. Ebru was also in with napkin. Kartik Kumar, hello. Hello. I wouldn't really go with kitchen cloth because a kitchen cloth is what we would do to clean, where these are more for the table. So these are a napkin. Kartik Kumar, yes. Rajul Jack, yes. A napkin. Perfectly spelt as well. So well done. Okay. So next we're going to try, we only have one or two left. What is this processed here? So this is meat that is hanging, and then we have some smoke. So what would we say about this meat? If it's been bought in the supermarket, what would we say is particular about this meat? Is it a flavor that it has, maybe, or a process? When you are free, sing an English song in your own voice. Yeah, I'll have a little think. It'll probably be Tina Turner. So Cornell is in. Yeah, Marisol, Karag Kumar. Yes. Barbecue. Not really, because, we're adding flavor here more so than we're cooking. Some of us, be considerate, some of us are damn hungry. Well, you can eat and watch and type maybe, or it might be messy. Um, Stabworthy. Stabworthy, where are you? A smoked sausage. Yeah, so this is smoked meat. The process is smoking. We're smoking the meat. We're adding flavor, that smoky, delicious flavor. Staking, not so much, I'm saying. I would say smoking. We're smoking the meat. The meat is smoked. The process is smoking. Okay. So smoke is the key word here. Okay. Smoked sausage. Yeah. So this would be a smoked sausage, smoked meat. Um, if my correspondent in New Jersey was on, we could talk about beef jerky, which I'm obsessed with, and it's really really expensive here in Ireland. I just love beef jerky, and I know in the USA you can get big bags of it, and I would dearly love a big bag of beef jerky. I think I would have it forever. But here you get like little sachets of beef jerky, and there's like four pieces, and it's like in dollars it would be like $4, and it's outrageous, and I just want a big bag of beef jerky. Anyway, okay, so lastly, in the USA you can get a big can of painkillers. Bit of a difference from beef jerky. Okay, so earlier we had steak, and Cornell, you're jumping in very fast, Cornell. So earlier we had different types of steak, didn't we? We had medium rare, we had rare. Now, what is this one? This is the safe one, isn't it? So bacon, no, it's beef. Beef this time. It means I'm hungry. Yeah, I think I'm getting hungry now as well. Well done. Thank you. Oh yeah. I was like, well done, thank you. Yes, this is well done. Marisol, well done. Karan Kumar, well done. Eva. I know you were saying well done to me, like, good job, Jer. I forgot what the question was. I'm so sorry. Karan Kumar is in with well done. Eva is in with well done. Well cooked. Yeah, we say well done, but well done is better. Yeah. Sorry. That really made me laugh. I was like, thanks, I did a good job. Well done. Yeah. Okay. So that is the end of our quiz. It's brownish meat. Yeah, but we would just say well done. If it's a steak, definitely if you're ordering steak and you want it fully cooked, we would say well done. I want my steak well done, please. You know, when you order steak in a restaurant, they'll say, how would you like your steak? That's generally what they say. And you say, I want it rare, I want it medium, I want it medium rare, medium to well done, just to give them an idea. Let's talk about dishes a bit more. Oh, what type of dishes? Beefy. Yes, this is definitely beefy. Definitely beefy. And nice to see some language, you Stabworthy. So maybe tomorrow we'll do dishes. I'll have some stuff ready, and we can do a dish quiz tomorrow. The tricky thing is with dishes is that lots of them are like Italian dishes and stuff like that. So I'll have to have a really big think about it. Sir, we are vegan, not much aware of non-vegetarians. I will bear that in mind. I will bear that in mind. You need some sauce. Yes. But see, the thing with sauces, a lot of sauces look the same, don't they? So I'm always trying to think of what I can show you visually that's very clear. Sometimes I say, "Oh, what words can you get from this?" Like with the barbecue, like really with barbecue, I wanted to show grilling, but I knew that barbecue would come up more. So we need some chicken. Okay, some chicken dishes. Okay. I will have a good think, and tomorrow will be all about different food. Maybe we'll just have a food week, will we? Two hard-boiled eggs. That's my dinner for tonight. Oh, I love a hard-boiled egg, but I like the middle to be gooey and soft. Here when we have a hard-boiled egg, well, we say a soft-boiled egg. I like to have the middle like runny, and then we have the bread, and we cut the bread into small strips, and we call them soldiers. You dip your soldier into the egg. Poached eggs is the best. Yes, a poached egg is delicious. And one of my favorite breakfast dishes is eggs Benedict. Poached eggs, and you have some bacon, and then you have bread, and then you usually have like a hollandaise sauce. Fabulous. Fabulous. So, yeah, there we go. Ever had shakshuka? I have. I did have shakshuka about 3 weeks ago, and it was delicious. I follow a woman on TikTok called Fiona in the Wild, and she camps everywhere by herself. And she used to live in Tunisia, and she always cooks shashuka for herself in the morning. So when I saw it in the restaurant, I was like, I have to try shashuka, and it was delicious. It was really, really good. Runny eggs, yeah, I love a runny egg. Poached eggs the best. Half cooked eggs is best. Yeah, soft yolks. Benedict Cumberbatch. Love that. Baba ganoush. I have tried, I think, some baba ganoush. I have. I love eggs Benedict with hollandaise sauce and smoked salmon. Oh yes, smoked salmon. Now we're talking Hebrew. I'm saying cultural differences kind of bottleneck for me to culturally name the cuisine you're depicting on the back screen. Yeah, it's tricky. It's tricky because we all call things differently. And then, as I said, like, do I do pizza? Pizza is an Italian word. Like, like so much of our food, we just call it from, yeah. So it's like trying to bring in English into it. So, yeah, well, I'll have to have a think. I thought you were going to say you follow a woman on the street. Kartik, no, I'm not that type of person. What shakshuka? So it's like eggs in tomatoey sauce with some spices, and it's you cook it down, and it's really delicious. I watched a lot of TLC growing up. Oh, very good TLC. I love a bit of TLC. Have you tried menemen for breakfast? No, I haven't. I haven't, Suka. I have not. I don't know what that is. But yeah, I'm always open to trying new things. Um, Probably the nicest thing I've had, some of you might have heard me talk about it, was I had a meal in a local pub about 4 weeks ago, and I had venison, which is deer, and the venison came with like a blueberry sauce. Oh, it was spectacular. I'm having some very fundamental questions on life. Well, that's no problem. Always good to review life. Menemen is Turkish, not my favorite. I've never tried it. For example, Carter, what's your end goal in life? To be honest, it's giving me insomnia. Oh, sometimes, some people don't ever find their calling. They float from one thing to another. And sometimes that's more free to never understand if you have a calling, that you're more free. Why some people find their calling or their life's work, a restriction. So maybe sometimes to not really have anything, you just live a free life. Stabber is in with all the emojis. I used to get chicken schnitzel with a sauce and a nice salad whenever there was a steak during lunch. Ooh, bit of schnitzel. Yeah, I like it. I like it. Masfik Mojumder 5783. Hello to you. Thanks for joining. We're just finishing up, really. Really great session today, everybody. I really enjoyed doing the quiz. I think I'm just going to do these fun topics from now on. On the channel, I do more of the serious stuff, the medical stuff, and professional stuff. So I think on the chat, we're just going to keep it light in future. What about Chinese dim sum? Oh, I love a bit of dim sum. I love Chinese food. See, it's difficult because I know China is so huge and there's so many different cuisines inside China. So I do love black bean sauce. If I order from a Chinese restaurant and get a food delivery to my house, I will always get duck in black bean sauce with green peppers and egg fried rice. That is my go-to. But here we have in our Chinese restaurants, we call it just a Chinese. I say I'm ordering a Chinese. I'm going to the Chinese. Some people say it sounds racist, but it's not meant to be racist at all. That's just how we say, I'm getting a Chinese tonight. I'm getting an Indian tonight. That's how we talk about it. Do I like biryani? Yeah, I do like biryani. I have tried it. So, also what I get in a Chinese is we call it a 3-in-1 or a 4-in-1. And what that is it's like a silver tray or a tin tray, foil tray, and you'd have chicken balls, which are chicken pieces in a delicious batter. You'd have egg fried rice. You'd have some French fries or some chips in there, and curry sauce over the whole thing, and it's all served together. And you just flip it out. Oh, it's sensational. It's obviously not very healthy because it's all brown, but it's delicious. Please come to India. Let's do a meetup. Oh, I'd love that. Maybe when I'm more successful. I can have a big trip to India and we can have like a big, huge arena size live quiz. Wouldn't that be brilliant? Yeah, I'm getting hungry now, Massif. Definitely feeling the hunger. Do you play Roblox? No, I play Minecraft. I'm a Minecrafter. I do have a TikTok Minecraft, but I don't really publish on it anymore because, guys, I just don't have time. I was shooting an advert earlier today, which has gone live on Instagram for a company that I work for. I'm working on 4 or 5 different brands at the moment. I'm trying to get YouTube videos out. I'm just really, really busy, but in a lovely way, a really lovely way. So, Kishla Kumar, I am from Dublin in Ireland. I live in South Dublin. I am Irish, a proud Irishman from the proud country of the Republic of Ireland. So there we go. Yeah. So yeah, so tomorrow we're going to do dishes. We're going to do a quiz on dishes. I'm going to try and make it as interesting as possible. I am Indian. Glad to have you here, Kishla Kumar. A home tour for us on YouTube. Oh, you want to see my house? Oh, maybe, maybe. YouTube does tell us not to show anything of our houses for safety, in case I get a stalker. But I did show you around my garden, one of the very early lives, and maybe I'll go on a walk. We'll go on a walk together because I have a lovely eco park across the road. Is English your native language? Yes, it is. It definitely is. Yeah. I speak a little bit of our Irish language, Gaeilge. I speak a little bit of Italian. I could do quite well in Italy. And I just have, if you play Minecraft, is there any minuscule possibility you also try your hands on AAA games? No, I don't know what AAA games are. The games I play are Minecraft, Resident Evil 5, Fortnite, but I haven't played Fortnite in like a year. Um, and what else? That's pretty much it. I'm very, very old school. Please do that. We'd love that. Yeah, I'll show you around a bit more. Julio Tabango, great name. Hi, it's good to see you again. Salutes from Ecuador. Hello to you again. Thank you so much for joining. Glad to have you here. Can you speak French or Spanish? I did French in school, so I just have very the basics. Je m'appelle Gerard. Ça va? Ça va bien, merci. Comment tu t'appelles? Spanish, not really. I'm more Italian. But like anything, I love the vocabulary. I'm not great with the grammar. Anyone here played the mobile game Marvel Snap? Oh, I think I've heard of that one. But I don't. I try not to play any games on my mobile because I just get addicted. There's been many games over the years, but my battery just can't cope. I usually just play Canva. I have played Resident Evil 5 too. Decent game in a nutshell. Yeah, the thing I play on Resident Evil 5 is the Mercenaries mode. That's the thing, me and my friend, we go crazy for that. The Mercenaries on Resident Evil 5. It's in the extra content. You'll get it there. So, yeah. Okay, everyone, we're going to go out on a high. Lots of people watching, but I have my evening to get to. So I randomly stumbled upon your live, and since then I'm loving it even more. You're such a good teacher and a friend. Love you. Peace out. I'm off to bed. Yes, Kartik Kumar. That's such a lovely thing to say, and I really appreciate it. So thank you. Lovely to have you here. And lovely. It's great that everyone sticks around and always jumps back. Excellent lesson as always. See you, everybody. Thank you, Marisol. I'll see you tomorrow. I'm back tomorrow around 4 p.m. You know, it's usually I try and get on for 4 p.m., but sometimes it's 5 past. So yeah, check out my channel. I'll have a new video coming tomorrow for student members and lots more videos planned for professional English and medical English for the rest of the month. So make sure and subscribe, check them out. I did maritime English for ships and navigation last week, so make sure and check that out. Give it a thumbs up and a like, I'd really appreciate it. Stabworthy, lots of hearts. Stabworthy, I hope you can communicate more next time, but no problem. Ebru, thank you so much. See you tomorrow. Thank you. I repeat Kartik's words. Thank you, Singh. Thank you so much. Sir, I understand English, but I don't know why I can't speak. Masif, you just have to keep practicing. Come back and learn with me every day. You listen to me every day, listening to me talking and talking, you're going to learn loads. So thank you so much, everybody. I'll see you all tomorrow for the live. More food. I think we'll just do the whole week on food, will we? I'll just try and stretch it out and make it as interesting as possible. So sorry, I'm busy building a Lego table with my friend. Oh, but thank you for multitasking, Stabworthy. And I'm so glad you're here. And I hope Beefy Dog as well. And good luck with the Lego table. So thank you all so much, everybody. Thank you, Bye Commander Cody from Clone War. Oh, I love a bit of Clone Wars. Okay, everyone, going out in a high. Thanks so much, everybody, for today. Great time. See you tomorrow.